guys, we are going to review the 13-minute full interview of the adopted foster parents. And just like everything else, I am going to give my thoughts as I read. I've never evaluated the whole thing and just word by word. So I just kind of want to let's go back to the beginning because we are getting a little off track. And I just want to remind everybody, this interview told you everything you needed to know. We are losing focus. They are being called victims now. They are so-called being harassed now. Look at this video, y'all. Let's not forget the actions of so-called parents who just lost not one, but two children. This is right after it happened. By this time, we've all seen the neighbor's footage. We know that Jacqueline West never came outside to search a damn thing. And in this video, she clearly lies, saying we searched and we this and all of this. And she never left the house, except for when the police came up. And that's when her role began. So, let's take it back to the beginning. And again, the beginning starts where the kids went missing.
We just want to thank everyone in the community for all the support we've seen. We've felt so helpless, and seeing everybody out here really looking and helping out really means a lot.
Okay, first things first. Okay, the body language, yeah. But all I hear is poor me. Already, she's making it about them and what they feel. What about the boys and what they might be going through and what they might be feeling right now because you didn't watch them, allegedly. I don't believe the shit, period, but we gonna let it play.
So, tell us what happened the night that she went missing.
Notice how he's breathing, getting prepared.
Okay.
From our
Like
yard.
he about to pass out. Oh my Lord, what's that?
It was cold. I was going to make a fire. There's a lot of wood in this area right here next to our house. I opened up the back gate. I'm throwing wood, bringing it inside the house. My wife's inside. She
Where's
was
his
actually
eye
wrapping gifts,
contact?
so we thought it was a good idea that our youngest two go outside and play with chalk on the back patio. Do not let them go on the dirt in the backyard. And keep them close. So I was playing with chalk.
Notice the body language, the swaying back and forth, the deep breaths, and the fact that this sound completely rehearsed. It does. Okay. Oh my God. What was that? Just tell the damn story. What happened?
And I came in the house. I saw them there. I went in the house. I came back out. I didn't see them now.
And I think that he just sounds so stupid when he said that. I went in the house, I saw them there, and came back out, I didn't see them there. Really? To me, and you're going to hear that they're stumbling over words, putting words together that don't go together. Really nervous acting and guilty, in my opinion.
I immediately went back in, asked my wife, did you see the boys? She said, no, they should be outside playing with chalk. I said, well, I didn't see them, so I came back outside and I started searching my backyard. I searched the whole thing.
Why so many small details? Why? No, they should be outside playing with chalk. Why would she even answer him like that? That don't even make sense. And why would he go in the house first instead of going out of the open gate to go find them? I wouldn't have went back in the house first. I wouldn't have. Because he was already in the house. And if they were in the house, he would have seen them in the damn house, right? He was going in and out of the patio. That's the same door. If they were in the house, they would have came through. He would have seen them. So why would he even think they in the house? Why would you even waste time going there? Why would you lie about searching the whole damn backyard? We seen the footage. He didn't even go in the backyard. After. He did not go in the backyard and search nothing. We seen that with our own eyes. Don't believe your lying eyes. Come on, man.
I realized that I left the gate open, and I panicked, came inside the house, searched the house, me and my wife. Once that didn't pan out, I got in the van. I looked down the street, both directions. It was getting dark, getting cold, and I got in the van and I hit a bunch of corners. I went down this street. I turned my light on. I searched. I called their names. Talked to a gentleman on the street on the other side over there. He didn't see me.
See, now I want to know who the gentleman is he was supposed to have talked to. Did anybody say who this guy was? Has this guy come forth? I don't even believe that part. But that would be nice to know if he lied about that too. He didn't hit a bunch of damn corners. We seen it. This man was gone. And I'm going to give him maybe even an extra minute, 6 or 7 minutes tops. I think most people say like 5. But anyway, he waited for the police longer than he looked for the kids. He stood there and did nothing. Bad acting.
So then I came home and I told my wife we need to call the cops. It's getting dark and I need help. We gotta get going. So I called the cops. Cops came.
Why would he need to go home, tell his wife we need to call the cops, instead of doing it his damn self? You the one out there searching. She in the damn house. Now, too, I can remember when we initially heard this interview, I can remember thinking, oh, so she didn't go search because she was inside the house with the other kids and she couldn't leave them in the house by themselves. Well, come to find out, the other kids wasn't even there. So why on earth wouldn't she go search for those kids? Why? You didn't have nothing keeping you there. Nothing. As a matter of fact, while Trezell was in his truck looking, she could have been on foot looking. They could have attacked 2 locations. But you know why they didn't do that? Because I don't believe those kids were ever in that house. I don't. The only thing, and I'll say this again, the only reason why I gave them the benefit of the doubt is because the dogs picked up their scent in the house. That's the only reason why. But I also don't know how long scent stays on clothing. I don't know. How long they could have just had a bunch of dirty clothes with the kids' scent on it. Just from before. So that is the only reason why I gave them the benefit of the doubt, because the police said the dogs picked up a scent in the house, but not outside. That's another thing. How long would the scent stay outside if the kids were outside? They didn't pick up a scent outside, and they said they were outside. Anyway.
First thing they did was tell us to stay in the house so they can get a hold of us. And they had us just sitting there, and we wanted to keep searching. But everybody came out in droves, and I wanted to thank you guys that night, but we couldn't go outside.
The cops told us the best.
No need to thank anybody. Nobody did this shit for you. Not one fucking person had you in mind when they went looking for them boys. Or now, nobody's thinking about you when they looking for these boys. So no need to thank anybody. It ain't for you. Fuck out of here.
We're out here.
The best are out here searching. And we appreciate it. And nobody ever could tell, we could never talk to anybody. And that was the issue.
We just want to thank everybody.
Really want to thank you guys.
Please, if anybody has seen them.
Again, nobody needs your thank yous, your blessings, your nothing. The police couldn't have told me shit. Oh, we couldn't go outside. Like they a bunch of kids. They couldn't have told me nothing. I'm not detained. I'm not arrested. And I got a freedom of speech. And I'm grown as hell. And I love my kids. And I'm going to search for my kids. The best is out there searching, and it's 13 damn police on the force, including the chief. So, 13 don't equal best to me.
Please call. Let somebody know.
It call the cops. Call California City Police Department.
Let somebody know. She didn't even say call us. She didn't know who to tell them to call. Call anybody but us, because we don't give a damn.
Call them and let them know what you seen, if you see anything. Our boys, they are going to be rambunctious, okay? They
Right there. That grunt. Right there. Honestly, with the way that came out, how the tone, he had different tones in his voice as he was saying it. Almost like he was thinking, damn, why the hell would I use that word? Why would I pick rambunctious? Damn it. That wasn't supposed to come out. Honestly, what else would that grunt have meant? Let's see if I can take it back.
Police Department. Call them and let them know what you seen, if you see anything. Our boys,
Pay attention, y'all.
they are going to be rambunctious, okay? They are going to be
That was weird to
here
me.
in this area. And I really would like to go in the houses, but it's not because
They are going to be rambunctious and they're going to be in the area. How do you know that? How do you know what area they're going to be in? Why would you pick rambunctious? Like energetic, wild, boisterous. Like, why would he pick those? In none of the pictures we seen were they very active. The neighbors in the other places said they didn't even allow them to go outside and they would speak to other children outside of their window. They never seen 6 kids together, only 3. They went the opposite direction even when they didn't park in a parking lot. They parked in another area just to avoid everybody. So, you tell me, Mr. Rambunctious. Hell out of here.
I want to invade people's privacy. I just want to know if make sure. That's it. Because I don't. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. If you got any questions.
Oh no, you're good.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna say, this is the first time we're hearing from you guys, and I can't imagine what you guys are going through. I can't even fathom it. For you guys, for people who are thinking that there's some kind of foul play involved. We just spoke to the biological mother. She says she had a conversation with you guys, and that she thinks there's some kind of foul play involved. That she thinks you guys did something.
And that's understandable.
What's your response to that?
That's understandable. I would think the same thing.
Yep.
I mean, that's exactly the point.
That's exactly the point. What point? That don't even make no damn sense. But I'll be damned if I'm innocent and somebody accuse me of some shit that I will sit here and be understanding that I'm being accused of taking care of some children that I love. Or that I'm being accused of making these children disappear or causing harm to some children that I love. I'm not going to be understanding. I'm going to be outraged. I'm going to be letting people know I love these kids more than anybody. I took care of them. I wanted them. I adopted them. You will not accuse me of nothing.
And if we can find our babies, then guess what? That's no. And that's all I want is to find our
That's
babies.
no.
That's it.
That sounds stupid as
And
hell.
I talked to her this morning, and I really wanted to tell her that I am completely sorry because we were entrusted with her children, and they came to us, and they became our children. We named them, They are our children.
Yeah,
And
you
so
did name them ugly ass names, Orson and Oren. Why? Which means pale and bear. Why? And then Wanda West, referring to them as the spy and the bear. So they named them with a purpose. I don't know why, but they did. So to him, the fact that they put new names on them makes them their children. And they want them back.
we want them back. So please, if y'all could get back on what you guys are doing, we should be able to get a hold of somebody, but they took all of our tech, so they wanted to, I guess, just rule us out, which makes sense. That's part of the investigation. So that's pretty much it.
Have you guys, you talked to the police all last night?
Yes.
What?
So right there for the people that's wondering, and notice how they're zooming in on his hands, but for the people that wondered if they've been interrogated or talked to, they just said that they had talked to the police last night. I'm sure they've been questioned. I'm sure that the police is on to them. They just waiting for the right moment. I'm going to keep on holding on to the Letitia Stouch and how they let her hang her damn self doing these. And her interview was very telling as well. And I do believe that that's what got her ass locked up. So this is why a lot of people would prefer not to do interviews. But from my understanding, or from what Crenshaw said, who was there, said, or got word from people that were there, said that the only reason why they end up doing this interview was because Ryan Dean found out about their residence. She found out her children were missing. It's kind of unclear to me how. One place I heard she found out through news. Well, yeah, I heard she found out through news. That part I'm not sure about, but I did hear that the news media did put the address out. So, from my understanding, the only reason why they came outside and did the interview, because they had no plans on doing that, is because Ryan knocked on their door and asked them what happened. And that's when he began pleading his case to her. Ryan did an interview. She was very upset, crying. And that is what she said.
So you guys willfully gave them your
Everything.
technology,
Yes.
the car.
Yes.
How did they get a search warrant? Did you guys?
I don't
idea.
see why they got one, but they got one.
Yeah,
we would
they
have let them
didn't
take
need one,
anything.
but
We would have let them take everything. We let them come in and search with us.
Now, I just heard yesterday that somebody said that wasn't true, that they had to go get a search warrant because they wouldn't agree. That, I don't know about that. I believe this part, what he's saying right here, that they got a search warrant and they were cooperating. And actually, there's a news statement, or I think it came out in the news that they were saying that, yes, they are cooperating with the police, but not with the public. So, I think they've always been cooperative with the police. But, whatever. That don't mean nothing.
We asked them to come do that.
What did they take?
Just tech. And that's it. Like our phones.
From the house? What did they?
Should have been on here the first day. All right,
Now, the Bio family about to get in their ass. Now, this was one person. I was watching a show of another YouTuber who said that this part, the Bio fam, they were very emotional and they were understanding that they they were emotional and upset and angry and hurt. But it would have been nice for them to for the interview to go on undisturbed so that these people could say enough to hang themselves. You see what I'm saying? And I do get that. I feel what the Bio family was saying and their questions, but it did mess up the interview. It cut the interview short. because these interviews are very, very important. And this is how the news reporters work with the police. Everything they do in interviews in cases like this, they're doing this for the police to be able to have something to refer to. Well, you said this on this date at this time, but now you're saying this. So.
Oh, well, I guess, should I answer that? Or?
Answer it to us, yeah.
Okay. So, into the, okay, and I guess, I don't even know.
I see. Yeah, we seriously.
He asked the reporter should he answer the bio family. And I think they said answer it if you want. Let me see. Let me take it back. What did he say? Dang, did I lose my place?
Okay, and I guess, I don't even know.
I see. Yeah, we seriously felt like we needed to be out here. We did. Again, we were told the best are out here looking already, just to stay put.
Okay, and I guess, I don't even know.
I see. Yeah, we seriously felt like we needed to be out here. We did. Again, we were told the best are out here looking already.
All right, I guess, should I answer that? Or?
Answer it to us, yeah.
Okay. So, into the.
Oh, it sounded like she said answer it to us.
Okay, and I guess, I don't even know.
I see. Yeah, we seriously felt like we needed to be out here. We did. Again, we were told the best are out here.
Should I answer that? Or?
Answer it to us, yeah.
Okay. So, into the. Okay, and I guess.
Should have been out here the first day. Not right now.
Oh, well, all right, I guess, should I answer that? Or?
Answer it to us, yeah.
Okay. So, into the. Okay, and I guess, I don't even know.
I see. Yeah, we seriously felt like we needed to be out here. We did. Again, we were told the best are out here looking already, just to stay put. They have more questions. There was literally a cop with us the whole time in there.
He had sitting down. We would ask, can we go help? They had us sit
He said
down.
nope.
He said, no, we got the best out there.
So
We
it's
need
not.
you guys here in case we have more
I don't want you
questions.
guys thinking that we
don't.
didn't try. We actually looked
tried.
before we called
We looked,
police.
yes.
What is this we shit? Now, she clearly is telling a goddamn lie. Another problem I got. People seem to think that she's a scared, innocent little girl who's afraid of Trezell. I don't believe that shit for 1 second. She is just as guilty as Trezell, okay? She ain't no victim here. Let's get that shit perfectly straight. I don't believe it. I ain't never thought it, and I never will. She's a willing participant who's trying to cover her ass and his ass together. Period.
And I imagine the mind-boggling part is the search for information. What happened? Where are they?
Yes.
Et cetera, et cetera.
And
And just so we are able to present the information correctly, at what time did you guys notice your kids went missing? And at what time were they reported missing to the police?
it's about, I believe, I think it was about 4:30, going on 5. It was getting dark, like I said.
5-ish.
5-ish. That's about it.
4:30, going on 5. It was getting dark, 5-ish. But the police said, the chief said, the call came in at 5:45. I have a problem with this part of it. Why aren't the times matching? Now, it was also said that the neighbor's footage time was off. But the neighbor's footage time actually said 4:31. So it matches what they're saying right here. It does not match what the chief is saying, nor does it match what the dispatch is saying, what time the call went through. The chief and the dispatch match up more because I think it was only a few minutes off, like 5:48 or something. I got it somewhere. But this is a big problem right here. These people are clearly saying 4:35ish. The neighbor's footage said 4:31 when Trezell left the house. And then when they took the footage back, I think it began at like 4:15 when it showed Trezell on the other side of the yard near the fence doing whatever he was doing. It looked like he was bending over. I don't know what he was doing, but it didn't look like he was throwing no wood over no fence, but he was doing something.
That's when everything played out.
And then when did you guys call the police to report them missing?
After we searched a little bit around here,
There we go again. After we searched and she did that circular motion, that's all the hell he did was bent the corner and brought his ass right back to that driveway and stood there by the damn tree waiting on the police. Like he knew the cop was about to come by or something, because that cop was there in a matter of seconds. Or a few minutes, I should say. We. What's with this we? They one body now? They the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost? They one body now? Fuck out of here.
it was dark, so we definitely we got worried.
Would you say it was maybe within an hour, a couple hours?
No, it was within minutes of us getting finished up with our search.
Okay.
It was within minutes.
What do you guys want people at home to understand about this situation? For them, even speaking about what you guys are feeling is difficult. What do you want them at home to understand about this whole situation?
We're going through it. It's difficult. I mean,
This is what they want people to understand. Let me go back and listen to his question.
About this situation. For them, even speaking about what you guys are feeling is difficult. What do you want them at home to understand about this whole situation?
we're going through it. It's difficult.
So this is what she wants us to know about the whole situation at home. That they're going through it and it's difficult. Not that, oh my God, our babies are missing. We are so pleased. I'm pleading. If anybody has them, please bring them home. We love them. We want them. Please. None of that shit. None of it.
I mean, everybody's making their own their own conclusions.
Conclusions. Assumptions. Conclusions. She couldn't get assumptions out for shit. Because she's a freaking liar. This is not an innocent person. This is the face of a liar. Notice the wrinkles in her forehead. The distress from being accused. That's what it is. This ain't no... And then Trezell is looking off to... just his eyes is just off to the side, looking at whatever he's looking at. But she looks like she's angry and distressed about this accusation that they did something. They're getting frustrated because they can't convince everybody to believe the bullshit that's coming out of their mouth.
They don't know anything. We're not sure everything. We're not sure. We said what we knew, and if anybody has seen them or anything, please call the police department.
If anybody has seen them or anything, please call the police department. Wow.
Would you be willing to provide pictures, or do you have any?
I have older pictures. All my newest were on my phone.
Okay.
I have older pictures. All my newer ones were on my phone. Well, guess what? That could be determined to be a lie as well, because the police had their phones. I'm sure they noticed that she said this and probably looked for some updated pictures that probably wasn't there. Because we still haven't seen any updated pictures. Have you? I haven't. Not coming from them. I have not. If anybody that's watching this video, if you've seen updated pictures coming from this family, please send them to me. Send them to my email, sayitwithchess.com. No, I'm sorry, sayitwithchess@yahoo.com. I'm yet to see those pictures.
A lot of people are speaking of this as, after the math past tense. I want to talk about your kids in present tense. What kind of boys are these? Tell us about the boys.
Very playful, very rambunctious, and they do love to wrestle. They do love to kind of get rough with each other.
Kids.
They're kids. Of course, they would love to go out, but so during the pandemic, we weren't trying to go, out here. And so we stayed inside.
Energetic, very rambunctious. They like to wrestle and all of this stuff. They're boys, they're kids. And they would like to go outside. Yet, everybody at the old place that they lived in for years, and if I remember correctly, I think I heard the number 10. Like, they've lived in those apartments for a very long time. And they never let those kids go outside. So, that's very telling.
Did you guys ever go out and search?
Yes, we did. We searched before we called the cops.
Now, she just asked them again, did you guys ever go out and search? And this lady sitting up here shaking her head, yes. And she did not put not one boot on the ground looking for these babies. Not one.
That's what we were saying.
What time did they come up missing?
They came missing right before it got dark. And then we I searched that property. I even drove around this neighborhood right here. I even talked to a gentleman on that side, one of those streets over there. I said, did you see some little black kids? And that way looking for them? That's the way I was going to come. But when I came back home, I decided to call the cops because it was dark. They couldn't have got away that fast.
And why did it take two people to go in the house and leave two kids out here by themselves? It should have been one parent going in and one parent right here watching the child, not two parents going in the house and leaving two little kids out here by themselves for 10 minutes.
No, they were in the backyard. And
So
the back
how did
gate
they
was
get
open.
out the backyard?
And the back gate was open, and I was getting wood
So
from
you
this
guys
lot here.
being irresponsible and left the gate open, left some little kids outside with the gate open.
All right. Sorry. You guys were talking about your boys who you're, I understand. For a mother, a mother's intuition, I know you were saying, and we'll get your names after.
I hear a lot of huffing and puffing at this point. They mad as hell now, like we should have never did this. And they actually gonna say that. That's why we didn't want to. Yep, we know. And they couldn't answer that damn question. That was a very logical question that she asked. They couldn't answer that. The reporter should back it up and ask that question.
This, but you were saying how you feel like they're in this area. Do you feel the same way? And what is the intuition? What is the sense you get? What do you think happened to your boys? Do you think someone took them? Do you think they're lost? Do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely know they're not walking around. They're not that kind. They do not just.
They're not walking around. They're not that kind. She believes they were picked up. Trezell said they couldn't have got that far. Exactly. So what the hell happened to them? This is crazy.
Roam around. These patches. They definitely, I think definitely would have been picked up or something.
That was my assumption.
Have they ever taken off of the yard before?
No.
They've never taken off?
No.
You guys are new to Cal City, right?
Yep.
How long have you guys been living here?
3 months.
And honestly, I believe that's how long the kids been missing. They've been there 3 months. Those kids never went to that house. Allegedly, and this is my opinion, they were never at that damn house. Just like someone else said, that Trezell said he moved there to get off the grid. Those kids, the fact that they're trying to keep everybody in this area tells me they were never in that area. They're telling you they're going to be in that area because they don't want people to go searching in Bakersfield, where it probably happened at. That is what I'm going to believe.
It's crazy because y'all say y'all came out looking for the kids and y'all got neighbors that say y'all ain't even came out looking for no kids. The neighbors went out.
See, now the neighbors said it right along, and they were just about to say the neighbors weren't out here. But guess what? The neighbors checked their footage. I'm sure the neighbors checked their footage, and that's how they know. They wasn't out there searching. He wasn't searching. I would have said the same thing if I was a neighbor and seen that action that he did, that 5-6 minute action. I would have also said he didn't search shit, because you would have seen me running through that backyard, running through all that yard they had back there, yelling and screaming. Everybody would have came out. And I would have helped them come out by bamming on their damn doors.
We were looking.
We were looking. I'm just saying, bro, it's crazy, bro. I got kids of my own.
Where do you live?
Them little boys that y'all raised, them is my biological family. I understand, bro. I don't leave kids outside.
Now, why is she asking him where do he live? What do that have to do with anything? And it ain't her damn business where he live. I'm just trying to figure out what was her point in asking this man where he live.
I understand.
I have 9 kids. I have 9 kids.
There's
There's
outside
no
the
way
backyard
I'm
that I was
gonna
watching.
leave my kids unattended. Not even for a minute.
Like, you sit here,
We get that. We get it.
They were in the
We
backyard.
feel it.
You don't even look like you worried,
But you said the gate. Okay, y'all know y'all.
Now, the guy just said, you don't even look like you worried, bruh. Everybody can see this. They can sense it. They can feel it. And from my understanding, the yard that they're standing in, this is Jesse. Allegedly, this is Jesse's yard, the man with all the footage.
Y'all know y'all finna go inside the house, right? Y'all are foster parents, right?
No.
Okay,
we're
but y'all
adopted
adopted them,
parents.
right?
Yeah, they are
Okay,
children.
shut the gate. Go in the house. Why did it take both of y'all to go in the house and leave them outside by themselves?
I understand.
And y'all know the gate was
Why
open.
haven't y'all been out with the people around this neighborhood looking with the kids?
We already told
on camera.
Why haven't y'all been out here with the people in the neighborhood looking for these kids? Very valid questions. Why did it take both of y'all to be in the house and leave 2 children outside by themselves? Very valid questions that they could not answer. And I was told that one of the bio fathers was out there. I'm not sure which one it is or if he's among these picture guys.
I see y'all on no cameras last night. I didn't even see y'all out here praying with them people. Them people was out to take care of my nephew. Not this, not supposed to happen.
I understand.
Y'all was supposed to take care of my nephew.
I understand.
I understand.
You act
If anybody's watching at home who knows anything, or if somebody who has these kids, if they're watching, what is your message to them?
The message has always been, as soon as possible, call the California City Police Department.
What? Let's listen at his question again and listen at the answer this man give. What?
supposed to take care of my nephew.
I understand.
You act
If anybody's watching at home who knows anything, or if somebody
If anyone's watching at home that knows anything,
who has these kids, if
or if they're watching and they have these kids,
they're watching, what is your message to them?
what is your message to the person that might have your children? What would you say to the person that snatched your kids right up out of your yard? What would you say to them? And here's what they said.
The message has always been, as soon as possible, call the California City Police Department. And please bring our babies home. And that's that.
That's one of the reasons why we actually didn't want to do this.
This is the reason why.
You go ahead and you tell them, Trezell. And then she didn't even say shit. She just want to concentrate on the family and point out this is the reason why we didn't want to do this. But this is your opportunity right now to tell the kidnappers what you want them to know about your situation, about bringing your babies home, what you would say to them. This is what you would say to them. Call the police as soon as possible and bring them home, period. That's what you would say. Or whatever the fuck he said. This is absolutely ludicrous. This interview is very, very telling.
Because we were under orders to stay in the house.
This is just why we didn't want to do this. The Bio family. Let's take that back. We're going to take that back.
It's possible, call the California City Police Department. And please bring our babies home.
This
and that's that.
To the kidnapper.
That's one of the reasons why we actually didn't want to do this.
This is the reason why. Because we were under orders to stay in the house and stay because they're going to need to contact us. And we cannot go outside, and that was the issue. And that was the issue. We were under orders by the cops to stay home. Why? Because we were under orders to stay in the house and stay because they're going to need to contact us. And we cannot go outside, and that was the issue. And that was the issue. We were under orders by the cops to stay home in the house and let the professionals look.
But you just said that they were your children. If they were your children, regardless of what somebody told you, wouldn't you want to go look for them?
Well, we have cops actually posted in the front door right there.
How cold it is at night?
I
totally understand. If you guys actually have that question, you should ask the police officer.
The situation, but do you see how it seems that the kids was left unattended? You guys went in the house and then the kids disappeared. How did they disappear?
Exactly.
And you can just, for everybody that was saying Ryan Dean wasn't crying, you can hear her wailing in the background. That is Ryan Dean wailing in the background. What do you mean she wasn't crying? What do you mean she didn't love her kids and not hurt? Come on, man.
And that's the word we're trying to figure out.
It doesn't make sense. How did they disappear? How did they go out? You guys had the house supervised already. And my question.
Look how he strained his eyes just then. Let me take that back. He did a huge expression with his eyes.
See how it seems that the kids was left unattended. You guys went in the house and then the kids disappeared. How did they disappear?
Exactly, and that's the word we're trying to figure out.
It doesn't make sense. How did they disappear? How did they go out? You guys had the house supervised already. And my question is, why were they the only two children out? Where were the rest of the kids?
The rest of the kids were with grandma.
With who?
They left. They went on vacation.
So they didn't?
No, because they're too young. We watched them. And it turns out that happened.
How did the
Sorry, just really quickly before we forget, first and last names, spelling of both for both of you guys.
So, say that again?
Just first and last name.
Spelling of who or what?
Or just your first and last name.
Our names.
Trezell West.
Jacqueline
It's
West.
Trezell West.
They couldn't comprehend that question for nothing. What's your name, bruh? And how do you spell it? Why couldn't he comprehend that? Why? A little nervous? Bio family was in that ass. Is that AJ back there? I'm not sure.
Okay, and for you?
Jacqueline.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Jacqueline.
Okay. West?
Yes.
We'll let you go.
All right.
Sorry about that.
No. She probably wanted to feel bad.
That's the West family. So, again, let's remember what they told us in the beginning. Let's remember this. We ain't got to listen to all the damn rumors. We ain't got to wonder nothing. This interview tells you everything you need to know. Everything.